point, Liam has dismounted from the cart, and he comes over and he says, "Hi, I didn't expect to see you guys here, but I'm
Luna goes right up to him. Is like, actually, pretty much grabs him by the hand and is like, actually, we were about to go see ya. And she's just for some reason freezes because she's like, how much am I supposed to say? Is this supposed to be a surprise? Is this supposed to be a controlled encounter? Yeah, screw it. We're actually about to go see Gealach. Do you want to come with us?
And he's like, well, make a persuasion check. He seems really nervous.
Can I say a little prayer under my breath for guidance? Okay.
Sure.
It's hi guys, please help me confess them.
He's distracted, he's thinking about it, so you can get that off. You see him be like, I don't know.
Ooh, nat 20, so that'd be plus...
Dang.
What's my stats? Just for funsies.
Okay. We'll just say it works. He's like, okay.
29.
Does he know
what he doesn't. I haven't had a chance to tell him, but...
Okay. Does he like surprises?
Sometimes. If they're good ones, sometimes.
Okay.
Definitely not bad surprises, but no.
I just kind of barge in. I'm just but you guys are family. You'll be overjoyed to see you, right? Right?
Yeah. He looks at you and is like, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I can meet him. Kind of see him psych himself out. Does he, I don't know, does he like snacks?
Yeah, he likes snacks.
He goes and
picking up his own tissue.
what would be a drow snack?
Candied mushrooms.
Look.
Would that be good?
I mean, they're soft. They also taste great when they're crunchy. Actually, I used to have dehydrated mushrooms. They are delicious, but they're salty, but they're yummy. They're crunchy.
Look, Liam. Let's rehearse this. Let's do a little bit of role play or something.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Who do you want to be? Do you want to be Liam or do you want to be Gealach?
You see him be should I be Gealach?
I'll be Gealach. You be Liam.
Okay.
I cross my arms and I try to look really big.
Finds a rock, stands on it. Wait, no, roots just sprout up from the ground and you're just 1 foot higher.
Yeah.
Is he that tall?
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
I'm glad he got high.
Yeah, I cross my arms and I kind of furrow my brows and I'm like, hey, I'm Gealach. And I turn towards Luna and I'm like, huh?
You see Neffy kind of snort and she's just watching this from the sidelines. And Lionel's it's a little thick, but and Lionel's not Lionel. And Liam says, okay, hello. I'm Liam.
Who are you?
I'm Liam.
Liam who?
Lucious just
I don't really have a last name. Slaves don't have a last name.
What's your business here?
I thought I could establish trade in Virkis. I have reputation.
I'm not buying.
I didn't know he was this intense.
This is worst case scenario. We'll go through easy later.
This is one of those situations.
Get out of my workshop! Luna's taking me away.
Get out of my workshop!
I was saying it's probably better to just wing it.
Now you know what it's like for worst case scenario. You're prepared.
Yeah.
I'll add fuel to the fire. You guys, you're outside, this is happening, and you see the best boys.
You did good.
The best boys come out of the nearby tavern, and you see Oreadr and Lucious and and Eravan come out, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then like Colm and Lucious look at each other like, "What are you doing here?" And two of them start talking. And Eravan looks.
My uncle knows him.
And then Lionel's anyway, everyone's introduced to everyone. They all are kind of like, oh, that's interesting, cool. There's like a really deep discussion on hair products between Lucious, Lionel, and Colm.
Wow.
They're like, oh, well, I use this on this when I want this sort of thing. Oh, well, I try this. Oh, I should try that. And
What does it do for the texture?
Texture. I was like, what about the shine and the volume? What you do is you take a comb and you kind of tease it, and you basically all kind of like this huge crowd of people now is going to Gealach's workshop.
No.
Yes,
Yep.
this is exactly.
Color coded too.
And like, Lionel's just like, yeah, people are great.
It's like a happy rainbow of people about to just like burst into someone's cloud.
For the first like 5 or 10 minutes, okay?
But I want to punch the Odo dummy.
The Odo dummy will still be there.
It's okay. We'll go find. So it's okay, Ellie. You could probably find a nice lizard to talk to until we can go inside. There are lizards here, right?
Oh, I guess
I thought I
so.
saw them skittering about, but I thought they were really, really long spiders. But then I was really glad to see that they were lizards instead.
Why don't we just go ahead and follow what Luna
I'll turn
does?
towards Liam.
That's an honor of Luna's idea.
Okay, I
this
guess
will be
we
cute.
can do that.
Okay, so like, rewind a little bit. So while you're walking, Eravan comes up to Keyanthi, and he doesn't say anything at first, but he's just like, "Hey, Keyanthi."
Yes, Eravan, hello. Can you pause real quick?
Yeah.
My brain wasn't paying attention, so they just joined us now. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I got my
They
brother
just
there.
joined us.
We got Lucious Wind Towel, and we got Eravan there too. But with the ones we already got,
Been
Liam
action party.
and Callum,
Yep.
and holy crap, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
It was a
Thank
big
you
crowd
for
of
honoring
people.
my confused
Big
brain.
mosh.
That was
We've collected more people to bring into someone's house who did not invite us, but was volunteered to invite us.
Yes.
Poor guy.
Okay,
More people.
getting my brain up a little bit. All right.
Widening our uninvited status to probably too many.
All right, then. So the Keyanthi, everyone comes up to Keyanthi. Keyanthi be like, "Oh yes, hi." Sorry, I'm guessing she's wearing the new outfit. Yeah.
Yeah, she's wearing the new outfit, and he says, I think you look nice.
Oh, yes. This is a bit different than what I'm used to, but hopefully, gratefully, I still have some fashion sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks good. It's like, he tries really hard to not just eyeball you from head to toe.
I understand it.
You do have impressive muscles.
Yeah.
It really shows off your arms.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. You're right. Keyanthi doesn't even connect the idea that her outfit's a lot sexier than before. She's like, oh yes, you're right. I suppose with my usual attire, often there's lots of flowiness, so it's almost nice. It's nice to feel the sun on my skin.
Yeah, I mean, I like the robes too, but this is nice and different.
Thank you. Keyanthi is not connecting the dots at all. What he's trying to do here.
You're welcome.
Just like, oh, how pleasant.
And, like, he kind of like runs out of steam at that point.
I don't blame him. It's not like Keyanti's giving him anything else.
He's just like.
Anyway, yeah, good talk.
And then he just like slowly fades into the background.
No, he probably like tries to drift back, and then he just sort of bumps into Ciara. She's just like, "Oh, I feel you did rather nicely."
Now you get a view from the back.
There we go. Luna has returned to us. We're getting our quips.
Luna's finally starting to feel like herself again. But
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy.
yay!
taken.
And you all come. Oh, do you want to do something?
Yeah. Before we go into the woods, because we're gonna be like kind of separated, just so it's not a huge mob going into the workshop when Gealach meets Liam. I'm gonna grab Liam and be like, "All right, Liam, remember your training."
You see, like Liam's like, I mean, he's an accountant.
No, later on, like, don't remember your training.
Just
Forget all of it.
Okay.
And I nod and I grab my pipe and I start to smoke it. And bubbles come out.
You just see him like look very confused, and he says, "Right, shall we go, Luna?"
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Kind of nervously trails after you, and you come to the workshop.
Before the smash cut, like Ciara's just like watching them leave. I wonder what that's about. Where did you two meet? She just looks over at Lucious and Colm for a moment. So where did you two meet? And then just smash cut to Luna and.
Oh well, it was a crazy night in Toril one time, and I was like, this guy helped me Colm basically helped him like escape through the window of a bar or something.
Excellent. Trouble.
Yeah. And you so you go to the outskirts of the town and come to basically, I imagine it is kind of like basically a small cave with a door on it, and then there's then
That's right.
there's a pond next to it. It's about like 30 feet in circumference, and you can see that there's immediately outside of the door, there's a work table and a small forge, and there's also just off to the left like this archery range, and just a couple of boxes for like storage, and you can hear just some grumbling on the other side of the door. It's hard. You have to listen really carefully for any footfalls, but you can hear them. So you can approach the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Luna will tell Liam to like stand back a few feet at first so she can go in.
Okay.
Okay. Lead it.
And we'll cut back to Lionel. He's like, I'm gonna watch. And he like goes in like he like just ducks into the woods.
Like a little just
Ranger mode.
He didn't actually roll that high with his stealth, so let's see.
Yeah. Luna's passive perception is not that great, so I think Gealach's might be.
Ellie wants to go, drags Keyanthi with her.
Oh, yeah. And like
wait for me, Keyanthi, we're gonna watch.
Yeah, and like as we like go to watch, I'm gonna try to go incognito, so I'm gonna transform into a deer, but it's like deer that has like moss on it.
Okay,
Probably
yeah.
stands out.
So Lionel did not roll stealth. Lionel did not hide very well. Like from his angle, it looks like he hid pretty well, but like you can see like bright red headband and. But like Liam's back to him, and it's just like you can't see him from the angle you're at, but if you step back, you could see him.
So were we all actually rolling, or was it just Ellie rolling stealth?
If you're gonna hide and watch, then you need a stealth.
Okay. I feel like Keyanthi would be like, I have to watch these guys so they don't misbehave. So she will tag along. I rolled a 21.
Yeah, Keyanthi, you climb a tree and just hang
You
out
turn
there.
into mist.
Keep a good eye out. I'm mostly there just to watch the others watching the people, frankly. But
Yeah.
Good vantage.
And Ellie, you turn into a deer and kind of hide behind some bushes, start to graze. Just in earshot.
Halfway behind a tree, just chewing on grass.
Cute.
Both ears turned in the same direction.
Yeah.
What do you say?
And you hear
I'm babysitting the party.
you hear just kind of like grumbling about Lionel on the other side. And,
I open the door.
Okay, you open the door.
And he's just like, you just hear him calling out, Lionel, I'm not ready for anyone yet.
It's not Lionel.
Oh, Luna. He immediately puts his stuff down and comes over to you and hugs you, looks at you. Oh, well that works.
Yeah.
Looks over at your hands.
Not completely. Like, kind of pull back your sleeve a little bit. But I was like, it is better. It is better.
Yeah, I mean, start. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you come to say hi?
Actually, everyone finished up at the market, and they ran into several friends at the market, and you know Lionel. But look.
You can just do this like 1,000-yard stare.
How many people in town?
Yeah, but I came ahead. I figured there was someone else. Someone in particular we should start with.
You see him just nod slowly. Okay.
I go out to the door and gesture Liam in.
And so Liam kind of scoots into view. Hi. Clark just eyes him.
Who are you?
He looks at you. Do I know him? I don't know this person. Should I know this person?
Give it a minute.
There's a minute, and
looks at Liam like,
and then looks at you and is like, oh. I'm Liam. Hello, Liam. What brings you here? I'm.
He doesn't know the name Liam.
I know your brother. Oh. She knows a lot of people. I know her because he looks at you. He sees himself failing. I know her because I'm your brother. There's just this
talent.
Long
Silence.
pause as Gealach just goes.
1,000 yards here turns into 10,000 yards.
He looks like, why is this random person here? And then slow dawning of what? He looks dumbfounded, which is not a face you usually see on him. Hi. I'm not really sure what to say. And Liam says, well, I can tell you our story if you want to hear about it. Alright. I've heard Mom's side of the story, but I'd like to hear yours. Oh yeah. Got a couch here if you want to go and sit on it. Talk about it. It's just kind of like this awkward nod, and Liam just cannot stop looking at his son. Just cannot take his eyes off him. And he, let's start with that. So they go and sit on the couch awkwardly, and Liam says, your mother was a noble born to a noble house. Not a particularly large standing one, but a noble house nonetheless, that had servants like me, and one thing led to another. There's a very charming woman. You see him like he was gonna dive into how like Gealach's mother is like beautiful and sexy, and then your mother's just charming.
Real dynamite gal.
And legs for miles. I mean, her legs are nice. I know, we fell in love.
It's very strong.
And very strong woman. Strong-minded. We fell in love. Decided that we were gonna elope and run away. And so when she was pregnant with you, we left. And we got help from a man named what was his name? Dara, and he helped us escape. Along with the Aha clan. Aha helped us. She took a shine to me and she hid us. And I was her accountant for a long time. As we saved up money to escape and leave, took night and got separated. I pulled the trailing party that went after us. I pulled them away so that your mother, you could, actually you were born in the wilderness, woods. Anyway, your mother took you away. We said our goodbyes, and she ran off with you. I was taken back to the matriarchy. If basically paid for my fines, purchased me as a slave, as drow do. And I have worked for her as an accountant, basically ever since. And I lost track of you. And then Luna came and I'm here. And Gealach just he seemed slowly nod and take it all in. He says, okay, He doesn't say anything for a long time. Sorry, I don't know exactly what to do now. And Liam says, well, do you, what do you like to do? And Gealach says, well, he reaches over and pulls out the quivers and conceal the feathers, and I like to make weapons. He has this kind of nervous look. I make weapons. And Liam says, oh, yes, weaponsmith. That's a noble trade. Not even phased. You can see there's a bit of that drow culture in him. So, Liam says, well, I mean, there's arrows. Do you want to shoot them so I can see them? And Gealach says, oh, yeah, sure, we can shoot arrows.
Okay. First, give me a minute. And so Luna runs out and is like, "Hey guys, why don't we go down to the lake for a while?"
Ciara looks stricken. I think that's a terrible idea.
No.
She looks stricken. I think that's a terrible idea.
Why?
No.
For reasons that rocks would not like to go into water.
You don't have to go into the water. You just hang out by the lake.
Is it like the ocean?
Smaller, less salty.
Yeah, my ears go down as soon as you mention go to the lake. So I'm like,
Luna's like, I want to give them space.
I roll my
I see.
deer eyes, and I'm like, okay.
And so it's gotta be a little bit longer.
You clomp tantrum
You're
like,
all
dunk,
right,
dunk,
kids,
dunk, dunk.
let's keep moving. Let's go, kids. Let's go.
I like to think your little hooves are stabbing into the ground do.
And
Callie.
Lionel and Eravan and Lucious are like, oh yeah, the beach is nice. We can go lounge on it for a bit and see if we can grab any food. We're gonna eat some snacks while we're down there and do a nice picnic. And he actually there's an interesting rapport between Eravan and Lucious. I can't even say his name anymore.
Luscious winter. Delicious.
Just Lucious now.
Yeah, Lucious.
Because Lucious starts talking to Eravan about the logistics of preparing a meal for and what we need for this many people. And then Lionel pops in. Lionel's like, oh yeah, I got some snacks, we share them. You guys can definitely go to the lake and have snacks and hang out.
Okay. We can hang out there until, like, Luna feels like, okay, maybe they've had some time to bond. Now we can, like, send in the annoying party.
Yes.
Ciara opted to stay by the to stay away from the water, but be able to look at it just in case it sneaked up on her, and because she's a little away from the party, so that there's some privacy as she reads the Gealach's homework. She said promptly, "This feels prompt."
As you're walking there, something else you notice about Virkis is that it's very animal integrated. They're like water troughs of just water and designated spots that seem like designated sunspots. It's the middle of the day. You pass by the.
I'm drinking from the water trough. Hopefully, a wolf doesn't hurt you.
You drink, and then the wolves look really confused.
And then I look up all doe-eyed.
I think they're used to giant elk around here.
Like, one of them sniffs you, and that's about what happens.
Hey guys.
I think the dogs around here would be able to, like, somehow tell, like, druids from, like, animals, or they probably, like,
Yeah.
I imagine that they'd have to be, like, super trained to only attack things they're told to attack. And so, like, you pass by the kennel of direwolf pups, and it rings true to see that there are trainers, and they're all trained in the same way with the same commands. And so that's in case, like, there is an animal that's getting out of control, you can say command and everyone knows them, and that's just a way to control the animal. And you also notice that there's not a huge number of direwolves. There's just like there's not like hundreds of them. Okay, they have to have, their population is somewhat controlled because how are you gonna feed like a bunch of horse-sized dogs? So it's a pretty difficult thing to do. So one of the funny things, you see them at the kennel. You see, one of the trainers throwing on a ball, and another one trying to like wrestle one of the pups into a bath and not having it. And you pass by archery ranges, and you come to the lake. This big, glistening, clear blue water lake that's surrounded by these high, red
Mountains.
No, they're trees. There's mostly trees, and there is a mountain range to the
The
west.
trees are blocking it.
To the west.
West.
Mountains to the west.
Hmm.
And you can. I think they might be too far away to see. I think they're too far away. There are mountains to the north. They're just really far away. They're in the principalities. You are on the border of the Leicester Kingdom and the Elven Principalities.
Ciara does note that this does have a lot less salt smell.
Yeah. The sand is rockier, as lakes tend to be. And, you can sit out some...
She's in armor. She's fine.
She's fine.
Wait, nope.
Like, Lionel sets out one of his, I think the dog who would have had... I think on his saddle, he just would always have, like, that roll, like, attached to it, so he just rolls that out and gets sit down, hang out, and chill out at the lake. And that's where we'll eat, unless anyone else wants to do something.
Nah, I'm just reading homework.
To do some of her little exercises. She's feeling very peaceful and like, this is nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do
it's a nice,
relaxing
calm lake. Like, there's not a lot of people at the lake right now.
Yeah, so I
and
imagine she's gonna be doing one of her her patterns. Farther away from
it's called a
everyone.
mantra.
Is she gonna be like sitting on top of the rock? Or standing on top of the rock
It's
doing
not
the
like she's
Karate
gonna be
Kid?
meditating. She's probably gonna do some exercises where she just like a flip
Yeah,
and kick.
Kata. Kata,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, where they like they shift from one form to another in their martial arts, and then
Anyway, she's doing that next to the glistening, cool water, and I don't know. Nice little image for Eravan to snap a picture of in his mind.
Eravan
Wait,
is very
I got
distracted
you.
right now.
Keyanthi don't got you, but I got you. Yeah.
Just like, you think I'm just kind of like sighing. It's like, oh.
He's like sighing about 5 feet away from Ciara, who's reading a book. Who's like not reading a book, but she's like,
Crosses out.
So as you're reading it, Gealach has a high intelligence. So like you could tell that he went and did his research. Like he talked to a number of different people. He actually like cites a few sources. And so like he has the mechanics of like the science down. And he would do, generally pretty well with practice. But you could gather like his mechanics down.
He's got the mechanics down. He's got a lot of like. It does seem long-winded, but in terms of what I'm reading, it's like all.
Like, it doesn't make for great erotica, but he seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
He's not using floral language. He's like, I literally need to be graded.
It's actually pretty scientific because he uses all scientific terms, and I know he's just like he knows how to, arouse and appease. So.
Excellent. I'm not going to fail him.
Yeah.
Excellent. Marks her grade. Closes it.
Okay.
B plus.
Yeah. B plus.
B plus, A minus.
Okay, and that's where we'll end. Thanks for watching.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright.
Party.
Stop the recording.
Oh, wait, we need to pick, I guess it'd be hard to pick our MVP, but we can.
Well, we're gonna do our little moments.
Yeah, let's do our moments about what we liked, but do it kind of quick because I think, McKenna, go first. You have to leave.
Okay, I really liked that Ciara was a good sport about the essay.
Oh yeah, I like that she's like just checked out. I'll do it.
Yeah.
She's like, because the thing about Ciara is that she will fall back into a drow pattern, like interactions on reflex. It's not like she completely wants to divorce the culture. She actually still quite loves drow society, but she is just having a hard moral time. So she's just like, oh, I can be helpful. I can do that. Definitely, I can do that. Works. And plus, Gealach wasn't a butt, and he's pretty chill. So
Yeah, like he's a good guy. He's just a little awkward.
yeah, he's awkward, but she'll do him a solid because he wasn't being a solid jerk.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
McKenna, you're free to go if you need to go, and I got work.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. It's been fun. Great to see you.
All
Good to see
right.
you.
Who wants to go next? Do you want to go next, or should I pick someone?
I'll go. Yeah, go.
Go, Kristen.
Okay. First of all, MVP to Luna to finally not being less of a lycanthrope. Yay!
Yay!
Again. Woohoo. Otherwise, I feel like the real MVP is Tiffany because I can only imagine how dry your throat gets voicing all these wonderful NPCs that I was talking to. So
You're just like someone else
the
talk.
MVP is Tiffany. Good job. You do so much for us. You're the MVP.
Yeah.
Yes, just tell me I do good things.
You do a
Tell
good
me
thing.
I'm a good DM. All right, Michael.
I actually did love hearing about how we learned a lot about drow society in this session. Just of culture and semantics, and just how just straightforward and stern they were. It's been a while since it's been to Toril, so I kind of forgot most of it. But just seeing the interactions with the other drow, and I do agree with consistent as you go seeing Luna again. Because it felt like a nice little reunion. Like, it's small, especially since we haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
And the last couple of
Yeah.
sessions have been such a downer.
Yeah. Thanks, Luna.
I really like how the reunion of all these characters, like everyone just like piling on to go to one place, feels a little bit representative of like how we all have been gone for a minute. So like we're all like just getting back together and just piling on as much time and as much like intricate detail and storytelling as possible. So this felt like a little bit representative of like, we're back together, guys! Yay! Let's all just party, faff about in the market.
Christmas shopping, we did all.
Yeah, Christmas shopping with the family. Where's your father?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there he is. But yeah, and so I really liked that because it was just nice to it's not like hard adventuring, but I really did like all the little interactions interspersed throughout the whole thing. So really awesome story weaving, Tiffany. And let's see, I like that Ellie was like immediately like, oh, we gotta get dressed for this. Like we gotta dress for the occasion.
I love like shopping in D&D, even though it's like makeup clothes. I don't know.
It's fun.
I just like look around, I see everyone else is like, we're not like dressed like that. We need to like, yeah. We need to dress up.
I'm glad that you're embracing the shopping.
It's fun. We don't get to shop very often, so I'm like, oh, excellent, a shopping episode. Next, it'll be, we already had a beach episode. Now we have a shopping episode. Excellent. Next will be the skate park. Wait, but Lionel will win because he's good at skating down ravines. Radical man.
Yeah.
But and I liked Keyanthi, you weren't here for a lot of it, but I do like how.
I'm talking with my dad about something important.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, but let's see. I like how you commit to a bit. So the fact that Keyanti's like, shoo. And I didn't know that about the like wanting to show off your beefy cake muscles. It's fun to know for future things. So I like that Keyanthi got kind of sucked into like the shopping thing too. So that's really fun.
She was resisting it for a little bit. She's a bit more of a practical kind of person, but at some point, dude, the atmosphere is just so nice in Virkis.
Yeah.
You know. How long has it been since we've been in a place we were like in hiding or running from danger? Let's just
we like had our guards up the entire time, but now that we're in Virkis, we can like that was really good.
We also did like a team mom and dad thing where it's just like, okay, how does this look? Okay, no, let me fix it. Oh, well, I guess that you guys are shopping. I should probably look for something too. So it was very like, oh, well, I guess I should pick something up. Nothing looks good. Oh, this is nice though. And
this one, I was asking you this one. First one I find, I don't care. How much is it? I don't know.
I'll get something small. And yeah, having all the fun like exploring Drow Society stuff. So this is fun that we got to touch on that. So thank you, Tiffany.
Welcome.
Yeah.
I like that you guys are wearing passion. Passion is something I think about and like build in society. I'm like, this is what everyone would wear. Look like do. So I'm like, I don't think so much about food. I should think more about food and birthdays. But
it's kind of hard to think about food in like D&D games. Like, how often do you sit down to like eat food?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely
I go to tap and drink food, so that's it.
Yeah, I think.
I have a book. I have several books for D&D food. I could send you pictures, and you could just play around with ideas and cuisines.
Yeah. We have one D&D cookbook as well. Anyway, okay, so what I like, I hope you liked the dream sequence with Luna. I don't know, I feel like I've been trying to like weave the tenants into like went of her ancestors, and I was like reading that ancestor story that was written in them. Because like McKenna's the one that came up with a lot of their backstories, and I'm like, okay, I can kind of like put these pieces together, and I felt like it was all long-winded, but that's why I broke it up. So, I'm glad that worked out. That's something that I like. That it worked out. Everyone seemed to like that, and I also like. Yeah, I like Ciara just being like, oh yeah, I'll take the thing. Just oh okay. Oh yeah, I also like that. Like when Colm came up, she was like, okay, dinner. And like I thought she would just like not be into Colm, like super turned off by him, but I'm glad she just was like, okay. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm getting Colm. And
Yeah, she considered it, looked him up and down. You know what? Yeah, it's been a minute. Why not?
and I like how committed Keyanthi is to being aloof. Man, yeah, aloof. Oh yeah,
I wouldn't say aloof. I would just say oblivious. She has a good.
I was wondering.
Oblivious. Just, I think it's funny because Eravan's like totally just pining, and Keyanti's like, "What a nice friend! Wow,
I do like you.
what a nice young man."
Also, this is totally self-indulgent, but I love role-playing with
That was really funny.
I feel so bad for Liam and he doesn't exist. You terrified him.
I liked it. I mean,
what are you doing in my
That was... He accidentally selected extreme mode.
So, like,
And also this little girl's yelling at him. Oh no.
That's a society where women roll and this little girl's yelling at him, so
You're yelling at me, but you're supposed to be my son, but now I'm guilty about that. Wait, I have no idea. I have so many mixed feelings. Did I push extreme instead of easy?
I don't want to buy any.
All right, fine. I'll just go somewhere else. This is extreme. Now you're prepared for the worst case scenario. That's great.
Well, Liam and the Walker are gonna talk about stuff, I guess. You know, like, I didn't want Liam to just go and hug him because I feel like Liam and I think both of them were like too reserved for that sort of affection. So I feel like it just would kind of.
It's not the first thing Drow really think about as a hug. So like,
and so I think he would just want to talk.
Lucious and I are still practicing. Like.
So it's like, it might be like a little disappointing, but like I feel like it would start small with just like.
But it's meaningful because it's their first time, like vibing together. Yeah, little victories.
Good time, everyone. Who do you want to get the inspiration guys today?
We should give it to Luna.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got our quips back.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, going through like a getting paladin status.
Finally made it toward the other side of this whole lycanthropy thing. How long has it been? It's been months. In real life, it's been months. So we did it. Round of applause to everyone. We made it.
Yay!
Hello, this is Tiffany, your GM for Dungeon Damsels. We update on Wednesdays and Saturdays now at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have merchandise on our Redbubble and on links via the Linktree. We also have coffee and a Patreon if you wish to donate to us. Please like, subscribe, and comment as we would love to hear from you. You can also find us on basically every podcast platform out there if you can't sit down and listen to a YouTube video. And if you're wondering why we don't stream, it's because my internet can't support it. But regardless, thank you for listening and watching. And remember to be kind, inclusive, and loving.